Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from the GBM studios in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes. Start your morning right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and Paul Lopez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And good morning, Paul. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's a Thursday morning. We're off to a great start to the morning, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I just want to say, if any TikTok viewer transitioned to the big live, I locked the phone by accident and I don't know the passcode. So I think we're still on TikTok live. Let me do that. Okay. Let me see.
You got the password.
Okay, we are on again, and I'm so sorry. I am now going to close off this live.
Oh, it was still live?
Yes, we were still live.
Oh.
That was embarrassing.
Good
But
job.
how you doing? Happy Thursday.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It's Thursday morning, and I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be alive.
Same. I'm really happy that we are winding down the week. It's been quite a busy week so far for me, I have to say. But I'm just grateful to be here with you guys, locking in on this part of my routine and starting my morning right in my own way.
Yeah, and I do hope that wherever you are this morning, that you're having as fantastic as a morning as possible, given your life and your circumstances and all that you may be going through. And I do hope that you are able to somehow start the day with a positive mindset and a positive perspective, albeit everything that you may be facing. And so I guess that's my opening statement and my encouragement and my message for people this morning. So it's Thursday.
All right, it is, and we have a wonderful show lined up for you guys this morning. Starting off with empowering Belizeans through digital literacy training. Then Caribbean Tires rolling out big savings. Noani Martinez, we spoke about him a couple days ago. He is shining with a heartfelt tribute to his dad. I know his musical performance, his music video has been trending right now online, and so we'll be having him in-house with us talking about that as well. And then finally, Bowls Belize brings new flavor experience. So that sounds like some food.
Indeed. And in terms of the some of the things we need to know this morning and the discussions we'll be having, first and foremost, Sabrina, we're going to be talking a bit about the Outstanding Women Award. And you were a part of that award yesterday. You were honored as an outstanding woman in media, right? And we are excited about that.
Thank you.
And I know you are also in a position to highlight some of the other women that were awarded. And so we'll speak a bit about that exciting times here for us at GBM, as well as on a more heavier note, as we're looking at the gas prices again. Yesterday, the Prime Minister was with a group of UB students, and one of the questions that was put to him had to do with the gas prices. And he essentially said, sorry for break the bad news, but gas price going up
again.
more.
He also said, maybe it's time to try to scale back on the driving.
Yeah, he said that in the interview. We had talked about that. And what is the fate of the Cuban medical brigade in Belize? More and more, it's looking as if that chapter in Belize's history is coming to a close. We're going to look closely at it as Costa Rica announced yesterday that they are rejecting, in essence, the Cuban government and calling for the Cuban embassy there to shut down. And it's just a trend we're seeing across the region. And last but certainly not least, man, one of our social media department employees, staff members, Benita Kemer Palacio, she is in Taipei, Taiwan, and I am envious of her. She's at the Smart City Expo, and she is getting an opportunity to see some really advanced technology that's way ahead of our time, at least here in Belize, and one would dare say this part of the world. And so we're going to be able to just talk about what she's been able to see, experience, and how some of that could help us here in Belize.
All right. Well, let's jump straight into it, Paul. We have quite a few topics, and hopefully we can get all of them at this time. Do you want to go with perhaps one of the more heavier topic, which is, you know, the gas prices conversation? I thought it was really cool. I have to say, I really admire the way that the Prime Minister has been making himself available to different audiences in different spaces. I see his social media is quite active. I was just having a conversation with one of my colleagues about that yesterday, about the way that he has been able to interact with people, you know, across the breadth of life, across the breadth of the country. And yesterday, he made himself available as a lecturer for students at the University of Belize. I didn't even remember he was Dr. John Bersenio as well. He got the honorary doctorate award from Taiwan. And so he spoke about a range of topics and fielded questions as well. Some of them that we would have also asked as journalists. And you would also know that the gas price conversation came up, which I think is on the minds of everyone at this time.
Yeah, so I found it interesting that the Prime Minister would have engaged the University of Belize students in that manner, right? When we first heard about it, I thought it would simply be a lecture in that he would give a presentation and then that they would end the event. And so after he got finished speaking, I was surprised to see that there was a question and answer segment.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him do something like this. And I got a bit curious about what would be asked and how he would respond.
You thought it would be filtered questions?
Well, I thought it would be filtered questions, but I also thought it would be very filtered responses. And I have to say that the way the Prime Minister responded to the questions posed by the students regarding UNCAC, regarding Cuba, regarding gas prices, everything was way more detailed and transparent, if you would, than I've witnessed him answer questions in a long time. And honestly, in many of the cases, and we have videos from the event, because it would be good to show our viewers the type of setting that we were looking at. The face of the cabinet secretary, to me, said it all in some of the way the Prime Minister responded to those questions, especially the one with Cuba. When the Prime Minister started to talk about Cuba, and I think this is the one, and he started to talk about well, I'll be the first one to come to me.
About the visa.
So if the U.S. MEC would stop get visas, I'll be the first one to come to me. And while the president of the University of Belize was kind of chuckling about this challenge that the Prime Minister was putting to the students, because the Prime Minister was basically saying, "Cho, right? I'll be the first one to come to me." The face of the cabinet secretary to me said, "PM, you said too much." PM,
Yes.
tone it down. PM, level it back or leave it.
Yeah.
Because you haven't even had this conversation with the media in full, right? This is the first time we're hearing you talk about the Cuban issue and the Cuban brigade issue in such detail. And so it was interesting to see the different responses, just and facial expressions in the room at the time. But I like these platforms. I think
like it too.
we should have more of these. And I think students should be given the opportunity to raise questions. And these are academics, right? And so they're speaking on a foundation of knowledge to raise questions and to have the Prime Minister respond to them. And it makes for good television as well.
Yeah, it does. And here's my thoughts on this, because I think two things can be true. I can agree with something that the Prime Minister is doing and still hold him accountable when I feel that that's also deserving.
Yeah.
Because I know that there are some thoughts regarding his recent kind of like almost what would seem like a publicity type, exercise that's taking place, where he's going and he's interacting with people in ways that we would not have seen normally. Even on his social media, I've been seeing people talking about the fact that he's been stopping in at certain businesses. Some might wonder if these business owners are, people of high prominence and whatnot. And I had a conversation with one of my colleagues yesterday. I saw a highlight from I believe it was his social media. He just popped in at a coffee shop here in Belize City that recently opened. I think the name is Room for Dessert. And he stopped in. It's a stunning coffee shop, Paul. It's really been all the rave right now. People are trying to get matcha and stuff like that. And so you'd think just by the surface that this is kind of like,
a publicity stunt.
Not necessarily a publicity stunt, but people kind of think, people might think that, you are only visiting certain types of people. For me, I'm grateful that I actually knew a bit more of that background story of the owners because I went to school with them. And so I know that they started very humbly, like regular people. And I went to junior college with them. They started their business online the very same way that we would see owners come on the morning show here and highlight their business with a dream of opening a storefront. I remember I also met them at the gym a few years back, and I asked them, how are you able to grow your business to this scale? They said, honestly, Sabrina, just a really nice picture. They took really beautiful pictures of their products. He also highlighted Tuk Tuk, for example.
Yeah, but
that's a woman from the south side of Belize City who also pushed really hard and put her business forward.
I don't think it should be a debate because the Prime Minister has also
but people are debating it though.
Highlighted rice and beans locations.
Exactly.
Before. But coming out of yesterday's interview with the Prime Minister and coming out of the conversations he had with the UB students, a couple of things were made clear. One, Prime Minister Briceño stated that it is highly likely that fuel prices will go up again. He actually said it with no sort of mixed messages that with the new shipment, we'll see another increase in fuel prices. And when we asked him to explain how is it that his government intends to ease the burden at the pump for Belizeans, his thing was, we're going to do all we can because we want to ensure that our people essentially don't feel this financial pinch as difficult as it is. But his recommendation was basically for people to be more prudent with the way they drive their vehicles. I don't think that landed well with a lot of people, especially, and the first thing I thought to myself, I thought, you know what people want to say? People want to say, but what about government vehicle?
Yeah.
People want to start to ask, well, how much you, Mr. Prime Minister,
scale back.
Scale back, and how much you, Mr. Prime Minister, pay for gas, and how much your ministers pay for gas, what that the arrangement with the taxpayers' money for how much on pay for gas versus
essentially
how much,
we're going to be paying for that gas.
right, with taxpayers' money versus how much money on pay out on our own pockets. And I see that being some of the criticism, and it draws the attention away from the true issue, in my opinion, which is how do we tackle the rising cost of fuel, which is now affecting fertilizers, as we said yesterday, and will likely affect, and as a result, will likely affect the cost of food at the market. The leader of the opposition in an interview a couple days back stated that under the Barrow administration, they cut the tax take for government by $2. Is that an option that this administration can afford to take to ensure that the cost of fuel at the pumps go down significantly? I don't know, but I mean, there has to be a solution.
I'm just thinking what the price of gas is right now. Like regular, it's $13 and change.
You imagine it
goes up more than that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain people who they're already scaling back transportation and commuting. So for people, for example, we had April on the morning show with us on Friday talking about what her experience has been like coming from Belmopan. There are other people who don't have that option to catch a bus because it just does not align with their schedule. How are they going to make that amendment? It's going to be really tough.
Nothing, based on the conversations over the last week with the Prime Minister, nothing says to me clearly, or there's nothing that he has said publicly that shows that they have a clear path forward and that they've established a plan, an effective plan on how to address the cost of the rising cost of fuel. And not to say that they may have a plan, not to say they may have a plan, not have a plan. I think they are likely working on one, but for Belizeans that are feeling the pinch and citizens are feeling the pinch, they want answers and they want solutions. Right now, I see the Prime Minister of Barbados already talking about solutions and bringing solutions forward to her people. Yeah. That's what we're looking for from our leader. And another conversation or a topic that was brought up yesterday at that event had to do with the Cuban Medical Brigade. More and more, based on what is the information that's being brought forward, it appears as if, to a great extent, Belize will sever ties with the Cuban Medical Brigade and their services here to this country. What the PM explained again revealed something that to the students that hasn't been necessarily revealed before, is that there's ongoing negotiations, and we knew that, and that these negotiations are sensitive, but he revealed who the negotiations are with. He said the negotiations are with the government of Belize, the United States, and the Cubans. What they're trying to do is trying to see how best they could have some sort of collaborative efforts between the U.S. and Cuba and Belize here to keep at least some of the doctors in Belize. But when you look at the objective of the Briceño administration to try and keep some of the Cuban medical brigade or Cuban doctors here, with what is happening across the region, where leaders across the region are essentially expelling these Cuban missions and expelling Cuban ambassadors, I have to wonder what makes Belize different. Yeah. Or what gives us enough leverage to say that while others are buckling under the pressure, we want to negotiate and we want to kind of do this in a way that we're not seeing it happen across the region. And I don't know if we have enough leverage. Maybe we do with the U.S. to kind of make that demand and give and take where the Cuban Medical Brigade is concerned.
I also think about our health system. Can we handle having less human resources where the Cuban Medical Brigade provided that support that was necessary? Yeah. You stop at the General Hospital here, the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, you'll see Cuban doctors. You stop at the clinics all across the country, you'll see Cuban doctors as well. Are we able to fill that gap if they leave?
Well, the University of Belize provides us some hope with their medical program. And
but that is going to take time.
Exactly. We have had that
we only have year 2 students here right now, and I think they have up to probably 3-5 more years, I don't know.
And so that's a long-term solution. And remember, these these Cuban doctors, they bring certain specialties and specializations, and they have certain focuses and expertise that we don't have in Belize. So I think the government of Belize is between a rock and a hard place. But all indications are, just based on how the narrative is going, that some ties will be severed severely with the Cubans, and that may be quickly incoming. So we'll just have to look at that very closely. The next person we have to speak with is the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who I understand is participating in those negotiations, just to get a bit more clarity. And we hope to have that conversation with Minister Francis Fonseca today.
All right. Well, we are quickly running out of time, and so I just want to quickly acknowledge yesterday's event from the National Women's Commission and the Ministry of Human Development and Gender Affairs. They held the Outstanding Women's Awards yesterday, and they honored 14 women, and myself was included in that. I have
congrats
to say,
to you.
Thank you to my nominator. It was the Belize Special Olympics. Took me completely by surprise. I had no idea that I was even being considered for something like that. And I'm just so humbled by it, Paul, just to be in that room with several other women who are being acknowledged, several organizations that I have so much respect for the work that they're doing. And it was just a wonderful event.
What was it about?
So essentially, it's a part of their monthly calendar. Annually, they have the Outstanding Women's Awards, and they would have themes every single year. So this year's theme was balancing the scales. They also had guest speaker Justice Antoinette Moore speaking on, some of the areas along the justice side that we still need to fill when it comes to providing support and protection for women and girls. And so she gave such a beautiful speech on that as well. Aside from that, just honoring women and girls in various fields doing their part, providing support and contributing to the country. And so I believe this year was one of the years that they also ensured that more girls or younger women were highlighted too. So I believe it was up to 5 young females that got recognition.
Nice.
And I was considered for Women in Media.
What you have in that basket, man, what you could give away?
So make a tell you, Paul, right?
Don't tell me if I know. Give me at least one. Eat chips or biscuit, man.
I already ate the chips and the biscuits.
OMG,
But all I was searching for was tuna and peanuts butter.
And you gave away the rest?
No, I did not.
Okay, cool. So I'll come to you after the show.
All right, cool.
We could talk. We could negotiate.
But again, a huge thank you and
Yes.
a huge congratulations to all of the women that were recognized.
Love it.
In my speech, one of the things that I highlighted, because of course, I think I was more than likely considered because of my contribution from on the bright side, looking on the bright side. And I ensured that I mentioned that in my speech as well. For me, being recognized, well, yeah, people could have gone up and spoken. Or they could have gone up and shared some thoughts.
Yes.
And so I wanted to highlight what was important to me and still is, and that's giving everyone a space to share their stories. And so, this might be all a big fancy event and whatnot, and we might look important to people because of our jobs, but we're also regular people and we come from humble stories in our own ways. And so I am going to continue share that story. And I hope that more women as well, more regular women that you wouldn't, necessarily feel the need to highlight, they also get that spotlight too.
I don't see you as regular, Sabrina. There's nothing irregular about you. You're
I'm very regular.
Exceptional and talented. And so congratulations
Thank you,
to
Paul. I appreciate it. All right. Well, let's move things along. We have quickly finished up our time there, and we have to take a quick break. But don't go anywhere. When we come back, the next conversation is empowering Belizeans through digital literacy training. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Introducing BB Insurance. Built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, texts, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
What happens when you step off the edge?
Too late to back out now. He said I'm ready. No, I'm not.
And land somewhere unexpected. Sometimes it breaks you open. Wild at root,
That is very bitter.
but sweet on the tongue. Where history calls out, and you answer with open arms. This isn't just a journey. It's across borders.
That was amazing!
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
GBM is turning the spotlight home. All Belizean, all day, every day. We're bringing to you more local and regional programs than ever before. Relive the classics you love. Plus, enjoy brand new stories that celebrates who we are, our people, our pride, our Belize. So whether you're at home, in the office, or on the go, keep GBM on, because now more than ever, Belize is on TV.
At Habet and Abet and Brothers Abet, we've always proudly celebrated Women's Month. This year, we celebrate women keeping the balance at home, at work, and in their communities. That's why all March long, all women receive 15% off store-wide, from paints to plumbing and everything in between. Plus 30 to 65% off lots more deals on sale and clearance. With trusted experience, top quality products, and service that's second to none, we're here to support women every step of the way. Visit or call us today. Happy Women's Month from all of us at Habet and Abet and Brothers Abet, doing our part to balance the scales.
welcome back. We are jumping into our first conversation this morning, and it's all about empowering Belizeans through digital literacy. It's a training that's set to take place, and we have some wonderful guests to break that down for us. Joining us this morning is Mr. Egbert Irving. He is the Director of Institutional Advancement at the University of Belize. Also joining us is Tremit Parriott, no stranger to you guys, but he is here representing management. He's the Change Management Manager representing the Ministry of E-Governance. It's a lot of management you have under your belt there.
How are you managing?
How are you managing all of that? But also here with us in the middle, we have Miss Diana Carrillo. She's the Business Administrator and Co-Facilitator under Digital Innovation to Boost Economic Development in Belize.
That's right.
Representing the BCCI. Thank you guys for joining us and welcome.
Thanks for having us. Thank you for having us. Morning.
Thank you.
Good morning. Exciting conversations we have coming up. Digital literacy training. I can tell just off the representation here on the couch. Looks like a collaboration that's taking place. Let's begin with the purpose of this training and why we're having it.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning and welcome back.
For having us. Yes, indeed. Always a pleasure to be on the couch and, of course, sharing important information as to what is happening at the University of Belize. And, of course, collaboration is a big part of what we need to do in order for us to be able to achieve our mandate, which coincides with national development. And so we partner quite a bit with national agencies, government agencies, in order for us to execute on our mandate. And when it comes to the specific topic that we're talking about today, digital literacy, clearly the government of Belize, they have an entire ministry, e-governance ministry, is working to create that transformation, to have more digitized products available in terms of government services, and to find ways in which, and we spoke about the economic benefits that can occur as a result of us transitioning towards a digital future. And so the University of Belize, we conducted a kind of a pilot program about a year and a half ago, where we looked at an innovative sort of framework in which we can reach to our populations that might not necessarily have digital tools or digital skills. And so we're trying to bridge that gap. Clearly it was a success.
These would be students?
Well, it's students in the first instance in terms of what we are calling digital buddies. So we train digital buddies in an effort for them to be able then to train the wider population, so citizens on a whole. In the first iteration, we were mainly looking at the elderly, but in this particular effort, in this particular program, it's more broad-based. So clearly we're still looking at those who might have been left out or who might not feel as comfortable in the digital space, but at the same time it's not limited to those persons. We're trying to reach as broad scope as we possibly can across the country of Belize.
So what are the skills that we're hoping to develop with a training like this, and what level of knowledge or expertise do you have to have?
So just to quickly add to what he's saying here. So I know UB is doing their program, but with BCCI, which is also in collaboration with the Ministry of E-Governance, is what they've been doing, and under DBED is we have a digital transformation course that's catered specifically to MSMEs. And so for me, what I'm currently doing along with my co-facilitator is we're targeting MSMEs, and the topics that we're looking at is we've added one now that includes tax, of course, because we know all these services, like he mentioned, are going online. So it's very important for them to know that aspect of IRIS and business tax. But what we cover is an introduction to digital transformation, what that means, what it really means, because a lot of people hear that terminology and they become scared. It's like, oh, I've never touched a computer, or it's been years since I've been out of school. I'm a mom, I have 3 kids, I don't have time to, be doing a course. We look at operational efficiency, cybersecurity, something that many people don't think about, especially as small businesses. We tend to feel as if though, oh, that can't be me. I'm not big enough to be targeted. But just I think here in the news we saw someone's phone was cloned in Chetumal and they got scammed. Exactly. Yeah. So you're never too small, right? So that is a key topic we look at. And then we also look at items like digital marketing, because again, we don't really look at storefronts anymore, but it's your online presence.
Yes.
And of course, digital financial transformation. So it's very holistic, and we try to tie in all of these things together. So we're touching on various aspects, and the feedback we've gotten really is great. So going back to what you asked about level of knowledge, we're meeting you where you are. The program is 100% free, so that cost barrier has been removed, and that's of course, because the government has decided to continue funding this project. And then we also have it fully online, so location isn't an issue. Through collaboration, again, with Beltrade, they have digital hubs where if access to a computer and internet is an issue, you can go to a digital hub, which in all districts. And then, of course, these are all recorded and the resources are there for you, so you can have access to that information.
So essentially, if I'm hearing, both of you are undertaking your own digital literacy training with the support of the government?
It's not separate.
Okay.
All of this is in collaboration with the vision of what e-governance had in mind. The plan was to expand digital literacy across the country in all facets. And we had to get how do you put this in a way that people, get the powerhouses like UB and BCCI in cahoots with us to make this vision come true. And so far it has been fantastically received by the public. And I'm so happy that the two organizations have been more than lifting their heavy load, delivering exactly how it was supposed to be delivered, engaging people in a manner that makes it not just educational but impacting to their everyday lives. One of the main visions and one of the main purposes that this program came to light was because we wanted not just to affect people's knowledge in digital literacy, but to improve their lives. This isn't just about business. This isn't just about learning technology. It's about improving people's lives in their homes, in their families, for their children, for their children's children.
I like the direction this is heading in, because what is the point of the government rolling out all of these advancements, but the people that are to use them don't have the tools, and don't have the understanding. Right. So on one hand, you're rolling out stuff, and then on the other hand, you're investing in people that will use these tools to improve their lives. So I really appreciate that perspective.
And you made a very important point there. When we talk about digital transformation and digital literacy, we think about devices and things of that sort. We don't often think about people.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
But the power skills, those soft skills, those human skills are an important part of what we're doing as well. So we have about, as part of the program, we're to train some 300 digital buddies, and a lot of the training, because those persons are digital natives, so they already know quite a bit how to get around. So what we're trying to infuse in them: leadership, emotional intelligence, communication, understanding, trying to meet people where they are, so if elderly, they might have a hearing impairment. It might not even be elderly, it might be someone with a hearing impairment. How do you approach that person? So all of these skills go beyond digital transformation. You're talking about community empowerment, you're talking about, relationship building between generations, you're trying to, or between different sectors of our population, right? So it goes beyond just the digital skills, and it goes towards creating an entire ecosystem so that we can all kind of help each other advance in this new
I'm curious about the student aspect from the University of Belize of how you go about sparking their interest. You could have a student like Paul or like myself who they just want to go to school, do their classes and leave. But these are additional activities. Paul's watching me like,
what me?
Like, I know the Paul like that, unless my grade involved. So how do you spark their interest to a point where they want to get active and they want to develop themselves as leaders, and they want to fill the gap and provide the support for persons who might not understand or might not be as digitally literate as well?
I'll ask Mr. Perret to share his experience when he went into the digital bodies training. But
I've been an educator for the better part of 25 years as yourself. So I think that they've done an excellent job of engaging them outside of the paper and pen and watch me talk about it on a screen. As a trainer myself, I know the importance of physically allowing them to move within a space and be a part of something more than just, oh, sit there and learn.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. We're in the era now where these kids are so, their attention spans are so short because of social media and all the reels that you have to move beyond our old school type of teaching. In addition to this, the digital literacy practice and training, while it is about empowering people and empowering the ability to help their families grow, right? It's in a wider scope of what's going on with the world. Everything in the world now has become digital, and we're embarking on a new journey of national ID, which one of these days, very soon, we have to talk about, right? Yeah. And we're creating a platform, an e-platform where we will house certain things, like, you know, you heard about how the Belize City Council has created an app for people to enter into, and things like that, more coming on board. And the more our people know how to maneuver themselves, the easier things will be when it comes to accessing services, especially for Mr. Chan that lives all the way back away, right? Or Miss Lydia, who has her 7-day-a-week bed and breakfast all the way in some village, and she cannot get out to do these things, right? And with the access, with the knowledge of what Brother Irving and what Miss Diana are teaching, they're able to access through a phone or through any device the services that they need to make their business happen.
And beyond the services, thinking a long distance, long term into the future, we currently have a reporter in Taipei, Taiwan, that's at the Smart City Expo. And the sort of technology that she's being exposed to, I'm only thinking when those things come on board in Belize, you'll need to have a population that has a level of digital literacy that they can actually embrace and utilize this technology effectively. Going back to the businesses, how important is digital literacy to business owners in this day and age?
I would say it's probably in the top 3 or 2 things that's extremely important for them, you know, that and then financial literacy. Those 2 things I would say is extremely important to MSMEs. And so hearing him talk about the digital buddies, I think it's a great program to then tie into what we're doing here with the MSMEs, because to this point, we've trained, last year we trained 259 MSMEs. From that, 177 of them were women-owned MSMEs. And I want to say that the demographic of the group has been wide, and we had people who were visually impaired, fully visually impaired, and they were able to take that course. We had people who have been out to school over 40 years, took the course. And so when I hear something like this, where you're talking about a buddy, I can see how that would be great to have these younger people going out there and then working or partnering with these older individuals in society who need the help and who need the guidance, because we've been there to provide that for them, but it would be great if they could have somebody that every so often, you know, you could call and like, oh, we just get the new app, the e-bus app. I'm not sure how for you, you could at least walk me through that. That'd be great for them, right? So this could definitely tie in well. And one more thing I wanted to touch on in terms of barrier and what the government is doing in terms of supporting the initiative and continuing this course for another year is removing that cost barrier, which is what we've seen is when you remove those barriers, people show up. So they want to, it's not that people are not interested in like, oh my God, what wanted to know, another thing. No, people are actually curious. They like rush the program to sign up for it. We have so many people wanting to be part of it. So I guess he can also speak a little bit about that.
That is exactly. So I'm glad we were at this point, because that is exactly the case. Really, young people want to be involved. You know?
That's good.
They want to be leaders, and they're very good. You know, they inspire me. Sometimes we often, look at the negative side of our younger folks, but if we provide the spaces, if we create the opportunities, they will come, and they will impress us, and they will show us the way. But we need to be able to create that space. So just by doing that, we are already at close to our target.
Almost finished with the digital buddies. The citizen training after this, right?
The citizen training after this. So that wasn't an issue in terms of recruitment at all.
What are some of the things that both of the programs are teaching in terms of digital literacy? What are some of the topics and courses being taught?
So for us, it's a 5-week course, and like I said, we go from an introduction, that's the first week. And even though our course is fully self-paced, we have check-ins. And the reason we have those check-ins is so that the participants can bring their questions, especially for those who it would be their first time really picking up a device or utilizing anything digital, for them to come and gain that one-on-one experience, you know. So we go introduction to digital transformation, operational efficiency, and again, when people think about that, that's what wastage are you not seeing in your business, and how can you then incorporate these digital tools to reduce that waste. Cybersecurity, like I said, a topic not thought about often, but just small things like that two-factor authentication app that you can have, and that will help your business. Things like, you have one computer in the household. I'm a mom, a small business. I'm working from my kitchen table, but my son needs to use my computer. He has to take it to school, but everything is on one user. Nothing is backed up. Those are small things that people think cybersecurity, they think I need to have all this money to implement things. No, small things, and that's what we're looking at, right? Then we move into, again, digital finance, what that looks like, and the tools and why it's important to them. And now we've incorporated the Iris Belize and of course business tax, because those two topics, when we did it last year, we realized whenever we hit digital finance, everyone had questions about taxes and about the platform. So
I call my guy into, hey, we're supposed to do again.
I would want some of that training myself, right? And for you, B, what are you?
So similarly, you're right. So e-commerce and cybersecurity, you know, when purchasing online. So to complement the other side, the businesses that setting up themselves online is one thing, but customers, how do you then access those services and navigate those platforms, right? We're talking about government e-services. You have
there's civil registry, right?
Vital Star.
Right now, well, you've heard about the pharmaceutical one that's coming online for registering their pharmaceuticals, immigration, social security. We want to get a plethora of different platforms under the e-governance
portfolio.
Platform for the use to make it easier to have easier access through the use of the national ID. Right? And I tell you, we have to have that conversation.
We'll have that conversation.
Right. But we're at the stage now where we want to.
Yeah, what are we there with national IDs?
Well, we're at the planning stage. We're going to have public consultations as we go along, hopefully in the next 2 months and stuff, so we can get people's views on how to improve whatever plan that we have. The idea is to incorporate as many people as possible in the building of this program, right? From the logos and the slogans, we're going to have we're planning our build the logo for us competition and you know what to say slogan competition that we'll probably have later on in the year, where we can get the people engaged in being a part of the building of their ID. It's not our ID. It is our country's ID, and kind of improve on the narrative that people might have. I'll tell you what it is. It's not, well, it is an ID that will replace, in a sense, all the other IDs that you have in your pocket, so you can go and use that for different places. My good friend at Social Security said, thank the Lord, because the Social Security ID is not a national ID. As a matter of fact, you should not be showing your social ID number to anyone.
Really? And they ask for it every time when you get the card.
But we'll get more into that when we have our conversation. Sure. This is not about that. This is about these two powerhouses that have been delivering on the citizen side and on the business side of this program to building digital literacy. There was something that we mentioned about the young people and their digital capabilities. They're born in I'm sure your daughter
already have a
fast more than you.
She know how to swipe already.
She video editing the works. Right? The idea is that the digital buddies, from what I understand, are kids that go into their communities, right? And they help the people like myself who don't particularly move well in the internet, right? And I think it informs not just their ability to lead, but their future ability for professionalism, for their development in their future, so that when they leave the safe arms of UB, they're equipped to manage the landscape that they're going into.
Well, I'll tell you, I appreciate how well thought out this entire thing is, because we've talked about digital advancement and e-governance for some time, and now we're being exposed to a new perspective here, a new angle. So it's not, again, I repeat, it's not just about all this transformation, but how we transform our people as well to keep up with the transformation that's taking place digitally. And so I want to thank you all for joining us this morning and sharing this exciting information with us.
Before we go, just for persons who would like to sign up, how can they do so?
So let me just quickly pull up this email address here.
No, yeah, go right ahead.
So this is a free course that's being offered through BCCI, again in collaboration with the Ministry of E-Governance and under the DBED project. And anybody that's interested, they can email B as in Belize, D as in dog, O as in octopus at belize.org, right? So that's the email address. They can reach out there, and bdo@belize.org. That's where they can completely bdo@belize.org.
Do you have a phone number?
Let's see if I can give you a quick number here.
bdo@belize.org. So you have spaces available for the businesses.
Correct. And the number you can reach out to is 600-4977.
600-4977.
Yeah, so it runs in cohorts until next year, January.
Wow.
2027. So it's a full year.
Okay.
And yeah, I would highly recommend any small business, or even if you're thinking about starting a business, to sign up for the course.
Excellent. Well, before we take a quick break, I want to highlight this morning's motivational quote, and it comes from Arne Duncan. It goes like this: "Digital learning removes geography from the equation of access." Very fitting.
Very fitting. You said something very similar to that.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you guys all the best.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. All right, have a great day.
All right, we take another quick break, and when we come back, our next conversation is Caribbean Tires rolling out big savings.
For any project, big or small, Best Screws provide strength, efficiency, durability, and affordability. Get the screws specifically designed for your next project. Get Best Screw, the power to build, the strength to last. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment.
Fans are filling up the gyms to see exciting NEBL games. And this weekend, Week 5 showcase 3 mega matchups. On Friday night, the Belize City Defenders try to keep the Corozal Spartans winless with a must-win game to stay in the hunt for the $70K at the Belize Civic Center. Then on Saturday night, another mega showdown at the Belize Civic Center as the number 2 team, the Fighting Tiger Sharks, goes up against the rough and tough Dan Brigade Dream Ballers in a war. And in Cayo at the Victor Galvez Stadium, who won the West as the rolling Cayo Western Ballers goes up against the Belma Pan Trojans. The NEBL girls giveaways along with the National Sports Council halftime $5,000 shooting challenge. So this weekend, make it another NEBL weekend, sponsored by the government of Belize.
Smart for everybody. Smart leading everything. Smart give you everything. Smart offer everything. Smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west. Smart are the best. Darling, double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls, so me like it. And Smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my Smart plan, want it right now. Me want my Smart plan, want it right now. More bundles, data plan. Me want my smartphone, internet in my hand. Cause me want my Smart plan, want it right now. Smart. Stay connected, stay happy.
We at Full Tech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Full Tech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Full Tech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment.
That's me. My data that I really need to get my order out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that works?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package option and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology. It's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures. Customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter. Smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights. Distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned with us. This is our second conversation for this morning. What does women and motor vehicles have in common? Caribbean
Yes, they
tires.
do. Thank you.
And so we are joined by corporate sales and marketing at the Caribbean Tire, Ms. Judy Perez. Ms. Perez, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
I love the energy you come with, Miss Judy.
I know, right?
I'm telling you, wow.
So Caribbean Tires, you all have teamed up with Miss Fatima.
That's right.
Right?
That's
to,
right.
Zumba your way through the Women's Month. So let's speak a bit about the company's focus on Women's Month.
So, Paul, pleasant good morning to our listeners, our viewers. Caribbean Tire, we are in existence for almost 30 years. And throughout the years, of course, it's not only male that comes and make purchases with us. Females as well. They own a vehicle, and at times they do not know what to do. So they come to the right place, Caribbean Tire, and we have branches countrywide. So whenever they come, they're doing oil changes. They get to check their tires, which we have free inspection for anyone, not only the females. We do a full inspection when it comes to alignment, when it comes to the tires, that if they're shaking, that we know that you need to balance them, you know. So it's a wide variety of things of what we do at Caribbean Tire. And women is no exception to always be in our stores. So we decided last year, last year we did it, and now this year we wanted to do it as well. Last year we did session with Fatima for the Women's Month. And we didn't get as much exposure that we wanted to have more women. It was, you know, just on our page that we get to do it. But we see within the lifestyle, and you all had Ministry of Health on your show, discussing about the health and everything, and we decided why not do it again this year, in which we had teamed up with Fatima, which she has been doing some free classes throughout these months, which we have to give big thanks to her. And she definitely teamed up with us again for this one, so we will be doing it next week Wednesday. Next week Wednesday at our at a Caribbean Motor showroom, which is
What
a
are you
big
doing?
showroom.
So is it like a big Zumba class?
Big Zumba class.
For the ladies?
For the
Ladies
women.
only? I saw Paul do Zumba, you know.
But he can
hang.
join us. We want the men as well to support us as women.
I agree with you.
Listen, we're all working moms.
Yes.
We're all wives working. What better way we need to have our mental health at a right place? We're extremely busy at work. Me, myself, extremely busy.
So true.
When you reach home, you still continue our job.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sure.
Paul, but we still continue having much more to
No,
do
100%
as a
agree.
wife, as a mother, to take care of the kids, to prepare, you know, so exercise is very important. So we stand behind that as a company as well, always looking out for not only for the public, but for our employees as well.
You know, I have to say, gone are the days where we associate certain jobs with men specifically, or even establishments where you think
Yes.
something like Caribbean Motors, where vehicles are sold, or you can go and do checkups on your vehicle, to only see a man there. And I say this because Caribbean Tires is where I go, guys. I mean, I have done all my tire checking there. I've also done my oil change there, and I feel like I can trust the people there, because one of the concerns that women would often have is when you go to a mechanic, you kind of feel like you need to take a man with you.
Oh, yeah.
Because as a woman,
Feel like
they
a
would tell
chance,
you
right?
something outrageous wrong with your vehicle, or they would give you a crazy price. And so I would even find myself like calling my brother and say, hey, can you come with me? You know, but if I go to Caribbean Tires, I know that I'm going to get that consistency every
love
time.
that.
And because of that, that's the only place I know. I was just asking earlier, hey, can you check like a light bulb on my vehicle? Because I don't know what else you can do, but I don't know where else to go. That's where I trust.
Well, one of the things that we try, Caribbean Tire, we're known for our customer service, the quality of the products. We're a company, we're not a perfect company, but listening to our customers is one of our main priority. Listening to what they want in a company when they come to us. So we have trained employees, and at any time you feel that you're not satisfied in what we do, we always ask our customers to please let us know. Let us know so we can fix it. The only way we can know if something went wrong is for you to tell us. Because if you do not tell us, we cannot fix it.
In terms of the Zumba classes, is it exclusive to employees at the company?
Well, two things. Since last year we started to do this Zumba class, it's actually 1 year. I had done a Zumba class for my birthday with Fatima.
Wow.
And ever since I did that, selecting 25 women that have been going through hardship and everything, I got them to do this class. And ever since I did that, we continue to do it, which we have our staff and other women that comes in to do it. So every Wednesday, we do the class at Caribbean Motors at 5:30 in the evening.
What is it about the class that feels like something that deserves continuing?
Yes, the thing is that we all feel that we're supporting each other.
Okay.
Mentally, the classes of what Miss Gretchen does for us is that we dance several different types of music. So when we're together as women, we feel that we have, especially if you have a hard day, you feel that you get a relief during 1 hour. And we're there laughing. The moves might not be the moves that we all know how to do it, but it's the laughter that comes with it. It's exactly the community effort. And we always try to encourage more women to join us. Feel free to join us.
Yes, so then that goes back to the question I asked, which are in the process of answering. Is the event exclusive to
Yes,
staff?
so it's not only for our staff. We started off with our staff alone, and then we see that the need, because when we post on our WhatsApp status, a lot of women will say, hey, where do you do that class? Yeah, that looks like fun. Can we join?
And in
then
the showroom
we decided,
too?
yes, in the showroom. We have a we have a very nice showroom there, and it can hold a lot.
Yeah.
So last year we had about 100 women. So this time we want to have more. We want to have 200 women. Not only women, Paul. You can join us. You can come. We need the male to support us. Although it's Women's Month,
Yeah.
we need the male to support us.
Okay, so when is the date? So when is the date?
The date is next week, Wednesday at 5:30. We will have surprises. Auxiliary we'll have some surprise raffles of what we'll be doing. Us as Caribbean Tire will be doing some raffles. So every woman that comes in will get a ticket, and we will have several surprise prizes that what we will be giving back to women. We need more women to join us because it's a community effort, and we really want to thank Gretchen for her. She has the energy.
Yeah.
She really has the energy, and when she push us, we are at a better mental state, physically and mentally. So we really want to encourage more women to come and be with us next week, Wednesday.
So wear something purple.
Yes.
It's from the 5:30 to 6:30 at the Caribbean Motors showroom
That's
here in Belize City. And the activity is completely free.
That's right. So all you need to come with an open mind, come with that you just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Girls want to have fun. Men can join us to support us. Please, Paul, you need to show up.
What, Ms. Jude? Moments like this, I've always said it, but I just love being a girl. Like when we have community setups like that, like you can't. I wish, Paul, you could know what that feels like. You know?
Oh yeah.
I really wish you could know how it feels to hang out as women.
Exactly. So we want it to be a fun event, and after this session, please, we want any other woman that want to join us for the other sessions.
Yes.
Every Wednesday, it's $10 per class.
Okay.
That's with Gretchen. We partner with her. So that is for Gretchen, $10 per session that they can join us.
How people sign up? How do people sign up for next week's event?
They can just come, just walk in, show up for 5:30. You can be there 5 o'clock, 5:15. We're going to be there. We will have the security to ensure that the gate is open for everyone to come in, because we have to have the security, which we're a company that has that. So we will ensure that our security knows that we're having this event for everyone to come in. After that, if you want to sign up, we will be having, myself will be there, Gretchen will be there, Carrie, some of the other staff will be there, that you just give us your name and your phone number. We have a group chat for all the women that is in this session, so we can put you in that chat that you know, to remind you of every Wednesday of when we have the class.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Well,
so you need to join us. You both need to join us, please.
I mean, I would love to, but 5:30 is right around news time. But I'll definitely try to catch another one that's maybe like, I know that she also has her space at the gym as well.
Yes.
So for people who would even like to catch her in other spaces, you can also do that too. But Ms. Judith, this is an excellent initiative. Again, it shows community.
Oh yeah.
It shows women wanting to support each other.
That's right.
It shows the desire to improve our health. And I'm really excited for you guys. It sounds like it's going to be fun.
Yeah. And I really want to thank our management, our directors, to see whenever I come to him and come to them and say, I want this or do this or let's do that they always agree with me. So I really want to thank them that, as a company of what we are, that they can see the wider, picture of it, and to see that, hey, we're a business that also looks out for everything that is happening in our community. So I really want to thank them, and we really look forward to seeing lots of women and male to come and join us.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you guys all the best, and we hope you have fun next week.
Yes, definitely. And all the prizes, auxiliary, and we have a lot of different prizes of what we will be giving. So just come with your rag, come with some water, and have fun.
All right. Well, we have to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be joined by Newani Martinez, and he's going to be talking about his heartfelt tribute to his father.
Introducing BB Insurance. Built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
What happens when you step off the edge?
Too late to back out now. He said I'm ready. No, I'm not.
And land somewhere unexpected. Sometimes it breaks you open. Wild at root?
That is very bitter.
But sweet on the tongue. Where history calls out and you answer with open arms. This isn't just a journey. It's across borders.
That was amazing!
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned with us. This is our 3rd conversation for this morning. I'm excited about this one. We have joining us via Zoom, artist, musical artist, and cultural ambassador, Noani Martinez.
Yeah.
Oh, all I don't know the rest, right? But Noani, my brother, welcome back on set. Well, you're joining us virtually this morning, but that is because you are zooming in all the way from Honduras.
Yes, La Ceiba, Honduras.
Yes. Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Morning. Tell us, what are you doing in Honduras? I understand there's some very interesting things taking place in Honduras, and you all took a trip over. Talk a bit about that so we understand.
Okay, well, it's a week-long event happening. Basically, it's called Aurelio Fest. So they're having a week of activities, paying homage to my dad and also homage to the people that died in the plane crash. So it's a full week of remembering them and remembering him.
What has happened so far in this week? And I know that a lot happened, so probably you could summarize what has happened this week so far.
Okay, so far on Tuesday they had the opening ceremony. I did my cousin Junior called me on stage for performance for the opening. Yesterday they had a justice walk for the people who passed in the plane crash. They did a justice walk yesterday, and then they had cultural performances at the Parthenon Beach Hotel. And then today, I believe they're having a conference.
Okay.
Hey, Noani, it's a pleasure having you here joining us at this time. But I know that this has been such a whirlwind of an experience for you after the passing of your father. We've had you on the show with us several times, but you know, to see you evolve as an artist in what feels like a short time capsule. What does this moment feel like for you right now? I believe this is the first time, this is the first fest that's taking place, right? What's going through your mind?
Well, it's a lot, you know. Being one of the only children from my dad that's really pushing the music, Garifuna music in that sense. It's a lot of pressure, but it's a great feeling knowing that, you know, I get the opportunity to be here, to experience this, to experience, you know, a lot of what my dad experienced, right? So it's a bittersweet thing for me, but I'm enjoying every part of it, you know.
It's like you were born for this, my brother, and it was only with time that Belizeans and the world would have discovered that. This week, you also released a tribute to your dad. I saw the video, I think the moment it dropped on YouTube, and I've been watching it ever since. What's the story behind that video?
Well, it all came about from Tai showed me this beat, and I said, like, he remade the song. And I said, wow, I really like this. And he said, well, I made it for you. So what are we going to do with it? So I said, okay, cool. Let's see what we can do with it. So first thing, when I went to Orange Walk, I put down vocals, I added Primero, I did all the other stuff. Because it was just a basic beat. So I said, okay, let's see what we can do with this. So we build it up more and more and more, and to the point where I liked it. And I said, okay, this we can do something with this for real. So I talked to my manager. I said, I think we can do a tribute for my dad with this song, and you know, it's a remake, but we can also pay homage to him as well. So that's the direction we went. So we reached out to her nephew Candice, and we, you know, budgeted. We reached out to Niche. Thanks for Niche for sponsoring. We reached out to a number of small businesses as well, and they helped us, you know, to get the video together, and also to pay for Junior Mars mixing and mastering and all of that, you know. So the main goal of the video was to pay homage to my dad, but also be a rebirth in a sense that I'm coming up now and I'm pushing his music and also rebranding what he had.
Yeah, I can definitely see that in the music video as well, and it gives me goosebumps even now. Like I have goosebumps under my sleeves, just to see. You can see it in the way that you appear on camera, kind of like you're acknowledging that there's this transition taking place, this rebirth, as you call it. What would you hope for people to, I guess, feel in what this new rebranding will be? You know, you talk about wanting people to remember your father's legacy, but wanting to create your own, even in a sense. What do you want new fans, people that will be introduced to you for the first time, to know about Newani Martinez?
Well, I want you to see my dad in me and see me in my dad. But I also want you to see this new energy, this new, you know, this new passion, this new drive. I'm a lot like my dad, but I'm a lot of myself as well, you know. It's just, you know, get to know me, look at my social media, you know, see what I'm about, and I'm sure you're gonna fall in love with it.
What's new about this remake that's different than the original version?
Well, this remake is in Punta. The original song is Garifuna Soul Paranda. It was done by my dad, Marcelino and Ivan Duran from Soul Tree. So the original song is Paranda Soul. It's very slow. It's very, you know, well, not, I would say slow, but it's, you know, it's Paranda. And this song that we created is up-tempo, upbeat, and it you know, it makes people happy, you know?
Yeah, no, you taught me something there, because I didn't know the difference, and so I definitely learned something from that. What has the reaction been like from the general public watching this video? What has their reaction been to the video?
Well, so far it's all been positive. I've heard only positive feedback so far. I'm sure the negative comments will come eventually, but at the end of the day, we're going to ignore that and keep it positive always, right?
Well, Noani, you mentioned that there's a fest currently taking place, and it's a week long. I know that you highlighted some of the things that are underway at this time. If there are people who would like to follow along, I don't know, we're at the end of the week. Do people still have time to stop in one way or another, or just follow along this journey to see what Aurelie Fest will be about?
Well, the two main events will be Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Which the Friday night will be Paranda night, and the Saturday night will be Punta Rock night. So, for my Paranda lovers and Punta Rock lovers, those are the two nights that you want to be here and you don't want to miss, because I'll be performing on the two nights as well as some top artists in the Garifuna community.
Can I ask just finally, what are you working on right now? Anything you're working on? Any new offerings? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
Yes. Well, there's a couple of things we're working on. Firstly, we're working with Tanya Stevens. So some of the projects her and my dad were doing together. So I'm gonna, you know, take on what my dad had, and me and her are gonna do some stuff together. So that's in the works right now. My Auntie Tanya.
Wow, that's amazing for you. You could even say that your Auntie Tanya Stevens. What?
Yeah. And also I have a couple of songs with Jerome from Bossa B. I have a song with my band, and I have some personal songs as well that I am working on to push out this year as well.
Love that, man. Well, we love the journey. We love the success, and we do wish you and your team and everybody around you all the best. Thank you so much, Noani. With that, we're going to go into a break, and we're going to transition into that break with the remake of this song from Noani. This is the video. If you haven't seen it before, well, here is your opportunity to take a look at this very inspirational moment in our musical history, if you would.
Thank you, Noani.
Introducing BB Insurance. Built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
What happens when you step off the edge?
Too late to back out now. He said I'm ready. No, I'm not.
And land somewhere unexpected. Sometimes it breaks you open. Wild at root,
That is very bitter.
but sweet on the tongue. Where history calls out, and you answer with open arms. This isn't just a journey, it's across borders.
That was amazing!
For any project, big or small, Best Screws provide strength, efficiency, durability, and affordability. Get the screws specifically designed for your next project. Get Best Screws, the power to build, the strength to last. Available at Benny's, quality and savings.
The future is calling. Belize Bank. Your future, our commitment.
Welcome back, and come on in. We are in the kitchen, and I am joined by Icor Rigby. He is the founder of The Bowl Belize, and it's such a pleasure to have you here this morning, Mr. Rigby. Now, I have to say, I am so impressed by the lineup that we have on this table right now. We've been talking for the better part of a few weeks about how we can be more health conscious here in the country, right? Well, here's the thing. We are giving you guys options, and we have here this morning the Bowl Belize, one of the newest businesses on the scenes, ready to give you guys healthy options right in a bowl. Mr. Rigby, tell me a bit about yourself. How old are you? Tell me what you do.
Okay, so I'm currently a student at SJC, and then I'm 19 years old.
Okay.
I'm doing business administration at SJC actually, with a focus in marketing and accounting. And moving forward, I believe that I have seen so many need for this actually, and I see the need for this business, and I realize that we need to take it into consideration about more of our health. And that's when I realized that this business is really need to be a business in the world today.
Well, I couldn't agree more with you, but I also learned that the Bowl Belize started from actually a class project. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Tell me about what went into that project and how long ago was it, and what really made you decide to go all in and actually create a business out of it? For real, for real.
So in November of last year, we did the marketing expo for SJC, JC, and so from October, we had to start planning the expo. We went out there, we had to do research, we had to pitch the business idea to the entire school, we had to hear their feedback and opinion to see if the business would actually be successful in today's world. After doing research and seeing that the need and the demand for this is really necessary, I decided to execute it. After the expo, I spoke with some of my lecturers and I asked them, do you think that this business will be successful? They told me yes.
Yeah.
And my parents do believe in me a lot. And after I brought it to their idea, they was like, yeah, we got this.
Are you from Belize City?
Yes.
Okay. You know, I have to tell you, I'm always amazed when I see young people deciding to push themselves and open businesses. I could tell you, Icor, when I was 19 years old, I would have been so scared to do something like this. And now you're even on a morning show, on national TV, talking about your business that you launched, you know, for a class project just less than 6 months ago. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Now let's get into the food this morning, because that's why I'm really here. I'm kidding, no. But one of the things I know that a lot of people who want to take on that health journey find is what to eat. Very intimidating, right?
Yes.
When people think about losing weight, they typically just think, okay, if I go to the gym, that's going to be enough. But you have to also fix your nutrition as well. What's the process like for you? How do you go about building these bowls, and how do you know what's enough and what's a nutritionally balanced bowl?
Okay, so I don't know if you here we have our vegetables where we have tomato, cucumber, jalapeno. These are not the jalapeno from the can actually.
Okay.
These are fresh
jalapenos.
This is lettuce.
Okay.
Then we have a cilantro rice.
Oh, that looks so good.
We have pico de gallo.
Love it.
We have avocado. Then this is our base actually. The rice is our base.
Got it. I'm with you.
Then we have our beans, which that goes with the rice. So you know we need protein, we need their greens, and we need all of those stuff. We need their vegetables, and so we have beef and we have chicken. The bowl.
We also have eggs. Let's not forget eggs. One of the easiest ways you can get protein.
And
personally,
then we have corn, and so when we put the bowl together, it's not just to say, oh, we're gonna put something together. All our bowls weigh about 1.5 to 2 pounds.
Oh, pounds?
Yeah.
Well, that's a big bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we do have vegan option available.
Oh, I love that.
So for the people, for vegan lovers, and when I look at my target market and the people that I really target in this business though, I realize that we can target gym goers, which would be interested in our vegan bowl option, which is vegetables with our chicken and egg. When we incorporate the beef, we have the jerk chicken and we have jerk beef.
Okay.
Those are things that more of office people would like, student, because it's easy to get. It's not something that's going to take about 3 to 4 hours to actually put together.
So did you have to go and do some research to understand how to set up a nutritionally balanced bowl? Because you study business, right?
Yes.
And you know, you know how to make a business work, but you also want to make sure that you're putting in the right things nutrition-wise in this bowl as well. A lot of people have misconceptions about what's actually healthy, what's too much to eat or too little. So what was that research like for you?
So when I was doing the school project, actually, we had to do the research to find out information like what are the problems that we're solving today.
Okay.
And by that, we realized that there are so many obese people in Belize.
We should know that. We just had that conversation just about a week or two ago.
And after doing that, we realized that we could actually put something together to help that and solve that issue.
Yeah.
After realizing there are so many people on a daily basis at Belize Healthcare, at Belize Medical Associate, and all of those things, we decided that this bowl would be perfect because we have our vegan option, as I recently said. We have protein, we have vegetables that could help you and keep healthy, while at the same time it's a balanced meal.
Yes.
At the same time of being healthy, the bowl is not the only thing that we do. We do the stuffed peppers.
Okay.
Which and we do the stuffed potato.
That's your bowl?
Yeah.
That's an example of how it looks?
Yeah, we do the stuffed potato. It's a huge potato that we mix with cheese.
Oh my God, that looks so good. Oh my gosh.
All of those things. Then we do the crisp tortilla with pico de gallo.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I know that we're going to get into actually building a bowl in just a moment, but how can we purchase these? Do you deliver? Are you online based right now? I know you only started the business recently, but is this operating online?
Yes, we are currently operating online for now. So we do, if we post so we would post an order on Monday, and then it would close on Friday if the order is for Saturday.
Okay.
But in the issue that we get more than the amount and the demand is high, we would have to close the order early.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's beyond our control, and you don't want to overload yourself. And then
you also have the bowl,
a pink lemonade and a blue lemonade.
The branding, I have to say, I could see your marketing degree really at work right there. Okay. Kudos to you, Icor. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I understand clearly. You close off your ordering on Friday.
Yeah, if the order is for Saturday.
If the order is for Saturday, yes. But do you have the bowls available during the week as well?
It depends. So we would do sometime on Tuesday because I have to balance it with school.
Yes, I was going to
get to that. We'll do on Tuesday and Thursday because that's when I have a break.
Okay. So if you do provide any bowls, it would be either on Tuesday, for Tuesday, for Tuesday,
yes,
and Thursday, or Thursday. Yes. But typically, it's for Saturday.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we do it.
Okay. Now, let's talk pricing, because these are some fancy bowls, and I imagine they take a lot of time and effort to put them together. How much do they cost?
So what we do is we have $12.
Okay.
That's where it starts. It have minimal things like the cilantro rice, the beans, the vegetables. You would get an egg with one meat.
Okay.
We have, that's for our 1,000 ml bowl.
Okay.
We have our 1,100 ml bowl, which is for $14.
Okay.
And that's where the price start to increase, because we would incorporate, you get avocado, you get pico de gallo, you get sauce like sour cream, ranch, hot pepper sauce. We do our cilantro lime sauce.
You did your research.
And
wow.
all of those things.
Wow.
Then after, we recently introduced one of our newest thing, that it's to build your own bowl. You get one rice, one beans, 2 meat, and you get 1 egg. The egg is in there. If you don't want it, you'll notify us and we would take it out.
Okay.
Then we
How much is that?
That's $16.
$16.
You
okay.
get to build that bowl, whatever you want in it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
And that order is actually open it have been open since Tuesday.
And that's also for Saturday?
That is for Tuesday, March 24th.
Okay, so that's for next week, Tuesday.
Yes, so that order would normally close on Monday.
How about the potato?
Okay, so the potato was something that I actually saw, and I think that, but we could try this.
Mm-hmm. Is it sweet potato or Irish potato?
It's Irish.
Okay, got it.
And then I put everything together. So my mom is actually been in the food and beverage industry for over 8 to 10 years.
Okay.
We can say a decade. So she would coach me and tell me, this can go there, that cannot go there, you can do this, you need to do that to operate this way. So I've been around people who motivates me to actually do these things.
Yeah.
So after doing all of that, I really think that the bowl have been something that everybody loves. The feedback have been amazing.
I could tell just by what I'm seeing on screen there, you can't beat that. That
We
looks
introduced
amazing.
the potato like a week or 2 weeks ago, and everybody loved it.
And how much did you say for it? What's the price of it?
For the potato,
Yeah.
I think it was 12.
Okay.
Yes.
And you get all of that. Your potato will look packed like that,
Yes,
jam
and
packed
it
like
was
that.
big. I had a friend, she said, you know, I didn't know that I could have eaten the whole potato. She was like, I think it was gonna be small. It was huge.
Well, I mean, we can see on the picture there. So let's get into building our very first bowl this morning. Thank you very much for allowing me to be your helper.
Yes,
I'm really excited about this. I am a meal prepper, and you are giving me ideas. So where do we begin?
You have to choose your rice, which is the base.
Okay, so let's use maybe this for that.
Yes.
So how much rice do you go with?
It all depends on when you're eating, but normally we would put 2 scoops.
So 2 scoops.
Yeah.
This sounds like something I would do. Do you layer it? How do you do it? Do you
Okay.
just put it on the side?
So you can build this one, and then I will.
Okay. So I'm going to the amateur version.
No, I'm gonna coach you how to do it.
All right, because if you need a helper, I know a thing or two about meal prepping.
So this is what we do.
Okay,
Then
so
we'll
I
grab-
definitely got light on the rice, so I'm gonna go a little bit more
Okay.
with the rice because this might be the one that Paul gets.
So this, we use this, and we will do this.
Oh, so you're gonna put it in sections.
Because we don't want it to look all kind of way. So we'll
I agree with you. You want a
it's
pretty bowl.
pretty plated.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That already looks good. Look at that, guys.
Then we would
Oh my
take the
gosh.
beans.
Okay. I wish you guys could feel the excitement running through me. It really smells so good too. Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
So we don't only do red beans, we also do black beans.
Okay.
For on the healthier side of it.
I prefer anyone really, but I do like black beans. Okay, so.
And then we do our next
Oh wait.
partition.
Okay, so you did another partition. Let me.
Yes.
Okay, so I did not see how you did that.
Okay, so you just put it on the side of the bowl and rake them here.
Okay.
Because we're gonna add the lettuce now.
So you did something like that.
Yeah.
Where did you learn this setup? Like just to make it look like this?
So everybody told me that this reminded them of the American Chipotle.
Yes, it does.
But
actually.
I didn't want it to have all of these, everything just show on top of the bowl. It had to be partedly, pretty. I
Yes.
want it to be pretty.
Yes.
So we're gonna take the lettuce.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I just love how this looks.
We're gonna add that to the
That's
bowl.
what I have going on right now.
And
Okay,
then
so let me go with the lettuce.
only lettuce.
I'm just, you know what? I'm just so excited. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so this is what I have right now.
Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna make a next part.
Wait, we're doing another partition?
Yeah.
We don't have no space left, guys, and we're still gonna find some
And that's
space
how the
here.
bowl gonna rise. The
Oh,
more partition
okay.
you do, it rises.
Okay, so let me go.
Because we're gonna stuff this. This
We're
bowl
gonna
gonna
stuff
be
this
very
bowl.
stuffed. We're gonna take our chicken right from here,
Okay, there we go.
and we're gonna use this. I'm gonna take the bowl like this, and we're gonna throw that chicken in here.
Okay, let me go. Do you have any particular favorite like bowl
love-
setup that you love?
I love the jerk chicken actually.
And do you actually eat as healthy as this?
Sometimes.
You like it? Sort of.
So this is beef.
Okay.
It's a regular beef. We have jerk beef to this. by the
Okay.
way, but it's really burnt because we use the Grace jerk.
Oh, we love that.
For this. Then we're gonna add the next meat here.
Okay.
You can go ahead and do that.
So I'll put the jerk beside the chicken.
Yes.
You put it over that side.
Yes. Then we're gonna take our pico de gallo now.
Look how stuffed this bowl is
And we're gonna add it right here.
next to the veg and the
Yeah.
beans.
So when it closed, that's why we use these clear cover, so when it's closed, it actually displayed what is actually inside of the bowl.
So how much would a setup like this be?
So that's our double meat, so that would be $16.
$16?
But note that the bowl for $16 is bigger, because these bowls are 1,000 ml.
Okay.
The other bowl is 1,100 ml.
So would you, so you'd even be getting more
yes, you
for
would.
that $16. Yes. And now we wrap up.
We're
adding more?
Yes.
Oh, we are not done. Paul is on the outside just grinning from ear
so
to
we're gonna
ear.
add 2 tomatoes, just like that.
2 cucumbers.
Yes, cucumbers.
Yes. So we put that here and here.
Yes. You're gonna take a tomato.
Okay. 1 tomato slice.
We're gonna add that there.
Here.
And then we're gonna add. So these are actually the colored ones. They're red and green, and then we're gonna add 1 green.
Okay, got it.
To help add the colors to the bowl.
So 2 jalapeno and 1 green.
Okay. Then we just.
We're not done yet, guys.
We're gonna use this, and we're gonna add some avocado.
Oh my gosh.
Right there.
For $16, and it's an even bigger bowl, you are definitely getting your money's worth.
And we're gonna do the last thing, which is some corn.
Okay.
Gonna add this right here. This is what everyone loves, the corn.
Yes. My goodness.
There you go. The last thing that we will do is 2 eggs.
Oh, we are still not done. I just want to say.
And then this is.
Thank you, producers, for this. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we get the egg. So let me find a pretty way to set that. It's just a loaded bowl.
Then we're gonna take a cover. There you go. And it will
Can this cover though, Icor?
Yes, it will, because the cover have a slight space in it.
Okay.
And this is how our bowl stay when it's done.
My goodness.
So you gotta press it down.
Okay. Let me see. I might not be the best bowl cover. I think. Okay, we got it.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
So
oh my goodness.
And it's weight.
It is heavy, guys. Let me show.
Yeah, it's very weighty. So that's how we do. We recently introduced shrimp and other flavor. It's on our sale. We actually have a sale for Tuesday, as I told you. And that's where we introduce jerk shrimp, regular shrimp, jerk diced beef, jerk diced regular diced beef. We have jerk diced chicken and regular diced chicken.
This is amazing.
And that's all that we introduced.
Wow.
Note that I brought ranch and I brought hot pepper, and that's what you can add to the bowl. It's optional though. It's our sauce. We have cilantro lime, we have sour cream, and all of those things. So I see people grab the bowl when they're gonna eat it and they shake it.
Oh, so there's a system to this madness.
Yes, when you're gonna eat it, well, people don't really like the tomato and stuff like that. They would eat it separately.
Okay, yes.
And they would shake it.
Okay, so I want to invite Paul over to do the honorary shake.
Okay.
Shake,
So you have to shake it.
Sonora. Shake. Yeah. Okay. So Paul.
The food smells amazing. The bowl looks even more amazing. The fact that you have avocado in there.
Everything, all the things.
But avocado to top it all off for me is excellent. But you have your egg, you have your corn, you have, listen.
I made you a bowl.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. So thank you very much. So there's a process to this. Icor was saying you are supposed to shake it all up.
Oh, shake it. I'm not supposed to shake.
No, you're not supposed to shake. And then that mixes everything together because this is so packed. I could imagine it's going to be
So how do you
hard
shake?
It's going to be hard to shake it.
Okay, so let's see.
Yes.
So this is what they normally do.
Don't disappoint me, Paul. Woo! I just love that. I don't know. The shaking of the bowl just makes it chic to me.
Oh,
well, I got this one.
Okay.
It's hard, but then it's not that hard.
There you go. So
see, I did a good cover. That's what it looks
like. So the rice and the beans mix at the bottom and everything mix.
Oh my God, that looks so good.
Yeah.
All right, Paul.
How you do? Think you good?
You good washing machine.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Let's see.
All right.
Yay!
Yeah,
Whatever was at the top is at the bottom. Oh my goodness, Icor, I am so incredibly proud of you for doing this. You are meeting a need. Just about a week ago, we spoke about what the statistics are looking like for obesity and persons overweight in the country. Over 130,000 people in this country are overweight, and that's alarming. And so having options like this is the first step in reducing that number as well.
100%.
Congratulations to you. I wish for all the success, and I can't wait to see what else you do. Please come back on the show like once a week.
I will. Thank you for having me.
It is. And at this point, we do have to wrap things up, and we want to say a huge thank you to everyone who joined us this morning, for you guys, for commenting online as well. We're going to show some of those comments in just a few. If anyone's celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Why don't you treat someone to the bowl, order something for Saturday. I think that's a good idea. But also, if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@greaterbelize.com.
You can also catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BZ, and Instagram for all the behind-the-scene content at OYE Belize. We even have TikTok. That's openyoureyes.bz, and a cell phone number as well, right, Sabrina?
Yes, that's right. You can call us or text us on our OYE phone number. That's 675-2555. But please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow for What the Friday, when you open your eyes
And start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.